Intro to a friendly place. Okay, we are starting at a really interesting spot for the first process in the resiliency workshop. Welcome. My name is Rev M. Einstein believed, or possibly Jung, depending on what source you find on the internet, said that the most important question that any one person could ask is the universe a friendly place? That's where we begin in Begin Again or the Field Guide, because we always begin right now. Is the universe a friendly place? Here's the question. Journal a moment in your life when you truly did feel as if the universe was a friendly place. How did that feel? How did it support you, and what was it like? And additionally, what would it mean to you personally if the world truly was a friendly place? How would that impact your life right now? What would be different and what would be the same? Sadly, in order to answer that question, I had to go all the way back into my childhood playtime when I was about 8 or 10 in my backyard, when I really knew for certain that the world was a friendly place. I came into this world knowing that. And I sort of let the world teach me that it wasn't. I think we all do that. And my mother and I subsequently had this argument for pretty much all our lives, that she was a woman, I'm 67, she was a woman that came of age. Her prime was in the 50s after the war. She was smart, and it was a tough time. Her reality was a Mad Men reality show. That was her reality. That was who she had to deal with. So there was a lot of evidence that the world wasn't a friendly place, but if you say no, that the world is not a friendly place, it's like starting a garden with bad soil. You've got to build up the soil. You have to go find water. You have to start from scratch and figure out what you want to plant. You start from behind the 8 ball. I just mixed the metaphors, sorry. But let me stick with the garden. If you say the world is a friendly place, you begin with rich soil and with the knowledge of the feeling of what you want to plant, and water is available, and you know that goodness will come round again. The goodness may not come from the place that you gave it to, but it will come from some place. The universe is a friendly place. The universe is much bigger than the world. So maybe you have to go back to your inner child to relearn this, or maybe there's a piece of you that just knows. I say in the book that I used fear to do some of the bravest things that I've ever done in someone else's life, because I do believe, especially at this point in time, that fear makes nothing worthy of doing. Sit with this a moment and find the place in you that knows that the universe is a friendly place. What are the places that your life has played out that way, and what are the exceptions that you've put on your framework, put on your world? It's like the world is a friendly place if you get parking places in San Francisco, which I do. Or the world is not a friendly place if you have to deal with your Uncle Jim, which I did. But, I have the lotuses behind me. And Thich Nhat Hanh has this wonderful book called No Mud, No Lotus. Think about that. Is the mud against the lotus? No, the mud is what it is. It offers nutrients and support to the lotus. The lotus can't grow without the mud. And there'll always be mud, but the mud is not against us. It's like a resource. And if we say yes to this question, we're calling the mud not dirty and nasty and yucky. We're calling it a resource. And we're allowing it to support us. So there. I think of the universe as bigger than the world. It is the realm of spirit and governed by love and by principle. It's not capricious. It is solid and trustworthy. It is friendly. It loves me. It reminds me that I am well and wondrously made. It is a place of principle. I think the world is about our cultures and our family's beliefs. I know that my mother gave me the best that she had. She tried to toughen me up. I was a sweet, sort of artistic child, and she was a mother tiger. She was good in the world, and maybe you had parents like that too, that were doing the best they can. A truism. Parents do the best they can. Maybe it wasn't so good, but it was the best they could do. It came out as criticism, and faith in me would have been much better for me. So how do you answer the question, is the universe a friendly place? It's worth thinking about. Enjoy.